Alright, hello and welcome to Echoes of Color with Jefferey Morrison. How's it going? Alright, we're going to do another whip and chat, hang out for a bit. Alright, with Diamond Art Club's So Many Books, So Little Time by Randall Spangler. Alright, we're above the pocket watch here. I keep saying stopwatch. Pocket watch. Alright, square drill, 22 inches by 43 inches, 56 centimeters by 109 centimeters. 53 colors, including 2 ABs, which stands for Aurora Borealis. And they're an iridescent coated type of drill that sparkles a little brighter than that of regular drills. Anything under color code 150 is considered an AB from Diamond Art Club. Sorry, yeah, I paused briefly there. I'll just be off a second delay, but yeah. The phone rang, so I just booked it. Just some annoying spam phone number or something. I'll just keep going. Oh yeah, 642. Alright. Hopefully your crafting and everything is going well. Now that I collect myself here. Alright, yeah, I'll just go here. 642. Upper right hand corner. Yep, looks familiar. Alright. So I beat that water blight Ganon from Breath of the Wild finally. I just kept giving her. So relieved. It's like, I just needed more arrow slots and food to like survive the onslaught. Three more divine beasts to go in that game. It's just holy. I just play in snippets. Yeah. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm not dying this one time here. It's like, let's get this over with. It's just really good with the bow and arrows now. It's like a lifeline for that fight. Oh my gosh. So in game, me holding an actual bow and arrow, I don't think that's recommended for anybody. So I think yeah, evacuating the area if I was holding a bow and arrow. In reality, in a video game, it's clunky enough. Clunky enough to deal with the controls when you're in the middle of a nasty boss fight like that. Yeah, so I got a cool trident and natural healing if all my heart's health gets depleted. I just get the lives refilled, and then I guess it recharges. Kind of like having a fairy. Yeah, like you'd fairy refilled the hearts if your health was totally depleted in past Zelda games. So yeah, well, figured out my tax stuff today. I just finished it off today. Just gave the teller like the wrong amount of money that I had left to pay what I owed. So, you're $20 short, and I'm like, oh. I had the money in my wallet, but it's just like, oh, oops, I just had handed the teller the wrong amount of 20s. Oh, you're good now. And then, yeah. I just used an extra bank account that I have, just like a reserve kind of bank account, and I just like smoked it, so it's really hard to save money these days, it seems, unless you have an account where you can just set it and forget it. That's like the only way I can set money aside. I guess have retirement through my full-time, yeah, group or RRSP or whatever. Like, so I am setting money aside, but it's just need money like now. It's like stuff's expensive as it is, like gas and car insurance and stuff. It's just stuff's way too expensive. Like, I don't even have my own property. It's like I don't just live with my parents, and I just pay room and board. It's just I can't afford my own place. Crazy. Renting an apartment monthly, just might as well just get a pile of cash and light it on fire, kind of thing. It's just so just not sustainable. Could work 7 days a week and still probably not be able to afford rent for like a month plus utility. It's just insane. How can anybody live like that? Yeah, and me paying room and board helps with groceries and stuff. Yeah. But if I want like clothes and stuff, I do that myself. I pay my own car insurance. Yeah, just do adulting stuff. Yeah, I'm responsible for my own car and insurance and stuff. Cell phone, it's kind of shared plan, family plan. So yeah, I just contribute to that with room and board. Yeah, just help pay the mortgage and groceries and other stuff. Yeah. Not living here for free by any means, so yeah. I did try the moving out with a roommate thing a few years ago, but a couple of years ago at least. These years just go by in a blur. I think it was a couple of years ago. I tried helping somebody, but I just ended up shoving my head further underwater and more debt. It's just was not fun. So parents were like, move back in. You can't do that. Can't live like that. If you have like a roommate or something, they have to be working too. Like, you have to share the expense to live with somebody. Oh, excuse me. That's just way too much responsibility for one person to lay onto one person. Yeah, it's just, wow. Will I ever own my own place? Dear knows. Not right now, anyway. I don't know if ever. Just way too expensive. Yeah, I just keep hanging out with my parents. I'm at work 3/4 of the time anyway, so just eat and sleep here and yeah, do laundry and yeah, cook the occasional meal. I don't know. We just do our own thing here, but yeah, it's not like I'm not working and just hanging out at the house all day. It's like, yeah, I do my own thing. So do my parents. So yeah, it's always nice living on your own independently, but not maybe a couple decades ago. But yikes. Home ownership, yeah, just seems like one thing after another. Kind of like owning a car, but that just depreciates over time. yeah, once you take it off the car lot, the value of it just starts plummeting. And then oil changes, wear and tear. It's just, a vehicle's just like a necessary expense for a vast majority of people, I'd imagine, but it's definitely a necessity for me to have a car, so yeah. I don't own multiple cars, I just have a crossover SUV kind of thing. Or just like a crossover, if that makes any sense. Crossover vehicle. Something higher up off the ground and there's still crap on the roads. Sticks and branches and stuff from the high wind. It's overcast again today. Yeah. I just put my hoodie on. Just to go to the bank. Yeah, I've gone to the bank a couple days in a row now. Just to move money around. Just to deal with tax stuff. Yeah, I do not like tax season. It's just extra aggravation, extra needless stress. We get an accountant to do it, but it's just the whole tedium of it. It's like, do I have everything I need? Like, I have to go searching for T4s and stuff. It's just yuck. I have to print all these T4s off and yuck. As long as you get it done by April 30th every year, I think that's always been the tax deadline, but I don't know if they've like ever changed it. That's income tax anyway. Yeah. Up here in Canada, but yeah. You have to report your income to the government, and they can probably just look it up. But okay. I don't know. They really wanted to know. So, I don't know. It bugs me. Oh, but taxes go to roads and stuff and schools. It's like, okay. It's finishing off my coffee here. Looks like a good few $1 million is going to foreign aid. It's like, okay, so much for keeping our country together, but okay, let's go help a couple war-torn countries. Only because we're in part of the UN alliance, so yeah, it's our obligation to help UN countries, but we have problems of our own here in Canada. It's like, okay, we'll just shove a few $1 million to just a country that's just in all-out war, Israel or whatever. I just hear the millions of dollars of federal government funding or something, or government funding here in Canada. Well, at least we contribute, but it's like, this is taxpayer money, man, and we're having enough of a hard time with our medical system and all that. Yeah, government spending money on like commercials fluffing up that, oh, the medical system's fine and all that, when it's like not. So you're hearing like two different narrations of the same issue, but one ad saying everything's fine that we use taxpayer money for. The government used taxpayer money for that, and then another ad is saying no. We have nursing shortages and stuff. It's like, what the heck is going on here? Wait, is something ever going to make sense anymore? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, I usually don't talk about politics on here, but yeah. It's nice that we're helping a foreign country, yeah, because it's a humanitarian crisis every time there's a war. Yes, I agree. But, jeez. Can we take care of Canadians too? Like, yeah. If we don't have a stable Canadian population, people who can't pay taxes in order to do foreign aid kind of stuff, or just keep the country running. Kind of like the US, probably too. Taxpayers keep the US running. I'm pretty sure it would be similar kind of structure, but yeah. We just have governments up here. Federal and provincial government. I took civics like 20 years ago, so it's like, what? $15 or, yeah, more than 2 decades ago, so yeah, government structure and all that is just beyond me. You just hear about the government disagreeing on issues and just dragging it out while people are just struggling. To pay for their groceries or their bills in general because of the rising cost of living. Everything's just inflation. Yuck. See, I just want to curl up in a box and not come out for a good chunk. I don't know if it's all going to settle or not. It's just really icky stuff that you just hear every day. Just unending chaos. Yeah, the earth is on fire, so we'll just get a s'mores kit out and just have a snack, basically. It's like, I know, you could probably just like try to stay away from the news, but one way or another you just end up hearing it about it or seeing something somewhere somehow. 24-hour news cycle. Yeah, just unending fun. There's always something going on, it seems. Yeah, as I've said in the past, I just watch news flip for like 5 minutes, and yeah, just the amount of insanity in that block of few minutes is enough for me. And you got CNN and MSNBC, etc., news networks that are just covering the Donald Trump trial, the hush money trial or whatever. Yeah, let's talk about that all day. It's like, oh my. Seen enough of that guy. Either he did it or he didn't. Like, yeah. It's like you have your time in court, bud. Just don't blow it. Just sit there and go through it while you're complaining and making your situation worse. We watch a couple hours of that. People just talking about the same thing in various different ways on MSNBC. Yeah, so we have knowledge of current events in the US and here in Canada. Yeah, it's good to be informed, but to an extent it's just almost too much some days. Just come out here in diamond paint. Go play a video game or go on the exercise bike. Just listen to music and just drown it all out. Shouldn't just be sitting there for hours on end and just listening to that stuff constantly. It's just icky. Alright. Yeah, so I kind of did a current events thing there. Yep, been a while. Try not to make this a news network. It's just pretty chill diamond painting, but I'll try not to go into detail about various issues, but yeah. All I have to do is turn on the TV or open a website or something, open the internet, and you just run into this stuff. Yeah, pretty accessible if you really wanted to go through it. It's there whether you want it to be or not. Yeah. If you just ignore paying taxes here in Canada or anywhere else, probably you'll just get harassed to no end by the government. I'd imagine. It doesn't sound like a fun time, and then they start to garnish or threaten to garnish your wages and just make everything so much worse. Yeah, so I just dealt with that tax stuff today. I owed, but yeah, trying to keep your head above water, you just have to be creative, have to move money around just to adapt, just stay out of trouble from like 16 other creditors or whatever. I think the goal is just to keep your head above water these days, but not so fantastic financially wise, but I get by. It's just gets really iffy sometimes. Oh, human stuff happens. Yeah, just take it one step at a time. Try not to panic. This panicking just does not help you think straight and just makes the situation, just magnifies it. Icky tax season. Having to pay bills constantly. And then time just seems to blur. Like, it's already April. It's like end of April. It's like, it's 2024, right? What? Me working 2 jobs, it's just like, okay, what day is it? Where do I have to be today? If it was my full time, I would have already been at work, because that's like 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's just my shift. Straight days. Coworker I switch with is, or I'm paired up with, wanted midnights. Just for his kids, so just pretty flexible, but I gotta know what I'm doing. I had one job before I kind of hand in email a schedule for my part-time. I told them that I have a full-time job, but this is just extra income for my part-time. Thank goodness I have that buffer. Stuff gets tight, but yeah, I can move money around if I need to. Sometimes. Get paid on alternating weeks. Yeah, there was a small period of time where I hadn't worked for a couple of weeks at my part-time, so I wasn't getting any income from it. So yeah, I was kind of laid off. Yeah, it was only like 2 or 3 weeks at the most. Had a full-time job, like still had the full-time job, so yeah, it wasn't terrible, but yeah, just having backup income is kind of nice if I would just want to put gas in my car, and yeah, it's just nice. Always have a plan B, as people keep saying. Yeah, kind of have a plan B, but that kind of has to become plan A sometimes. It's just, oh, just set more money aside. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Just I need like a few things to just like function, like gas in the car and stuff. I don't fill up like every week, but kind of nice with the new vehicle. You don't that fill up all the time. This gasoline just keeps, that's should be like a fixed range amount of money per liter, but no, just one tricky dicky scammy whammy kind of thing. Price of gasoline changed because a refinery is on fire in the east or whatever. Like, are you sure about that? Or did you light it on fire just to raise gas prices? Like, why are we firing missiles at a gas refinery or whatever is going on, catching fire? Somebody's smoking or something. Oil refinery. I don't know. It's just what you hear on the news. I don't know what the real story is. I don't know what's going on. Nobody saying anything. Just a mystery. Let's drop gas prices out of the hat, out of the top hat, and see what number they get. Oh, okay, this is what we're doing today, fam. For gas prices. So, yay. And yeah, it's just one of those. And then that gets taxed. There's some carbon tax or something on gasoline up here in Canada. As you're still polluting the environment, but hey, I might as well get taxed for it, as you're killing the earth anyway. It's like it's so redundant. It's lovely. Usually not political. Just think about this stuff quietly in my mind. Not understanding half of it, but yeah, it's just nice to just kind of vent every once in a while on very minor, it's happening anyway kind of way. Yeah. I try to be a happy person, I really do, but some stuff is just, what the heck? No, stop it. But anyway, you've been watching Echoes of Color with Jeffery Morrison. Kind of a little ranty today, but hey, here we are. Down below in the description, I put the main website links for Conquer and Pacer, which I'm not affiliated or partnered with in any way, shape, or form. It's just information purposes. Yep. I'll just keep saying that for the rest of the time, I'm pretty sure. The virtual challenges I'm working on are listed under each website hyperlink, HTTP hyperlink thing. Yep, just there for the giggles if you're curious. Any information or updates regarding Echo's Color will just be posted on YouTube via quick section completion updates, or just kind of like a progress photos, that kind of thing, and like a post. Yeah, since I don't have social media anymore, or I'm not active on social media. Not me anyway, but yeah. There's still a profile on Facebook, Messenger, and Instagram, but it's not me. So, yeah. I used to have a Facebook page for Echoes of Color, a channel page, but yeah, since I lost Facebook, lost control of my Facebook, no dice. But anyway, take care, all the best with your crafting endeavors, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.